Now we're going to do You Should Know This, which we do this even when there's not game show. So for those of you new to this, Ron is very knowledgeable about music, and I know very little, and I'm very knowledgeable about movies, and Ron knows very little. Ron will read a lyric from a song that's probably pretty popular, and it's something I should probably know and more than likely might not know. And then I will read a line from a very popular movie that Ron
probably won't get.
Even with
probably
50 hints.
Yeah, like so many hints. Like just like man, like this is probably causing. I mean, I probably gave somebody watching this a stress fracture, which I feel very badly about. Like I never want to do that to anyone, and I'm really sorry. And
we've had a lot of high blood pressure and hypertension emails since
like
some of these episodes.
Like, what the fuck, man? And I'm like, I'm sorry. Like,
just screaming.
If we ever did do this live, somebody would just protest. Like there would just be a protest that would start. It would just erupt. People would have signs and shit.
Yeah,
holding up the movie and just be like, just please end this now. Like this.
If we did this live, which I think we should at least at some of these live shows, and if we do this live, we should. I'm gonna have to say like 1,000 times, don't yell out the answer, 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 because I'm gonna give like all these hints, and people are gonna go, "We're stuck on Wall Street, Ron."
We're gonna change hearts and minds. People are gonna be like, I used to think the most important thing to end in the United States was the wars. Now I realize that's just the second most. The first most is just telling Ron what this fucking movie is. It's like, I'm sorry. I'm really bad at this. I'm sorry.
Put him out of his misery. It's painful for all of us.
Old Yeller. I know that one.
All right.
I'll go first.
All right. I put the chat to private because I'm not going to look at the chat.
Me too. All right. You ready for this?
Yes.
Load up on guns and bring your friends. It's fun to lose and to pretend.
Jeez, load up on guns? This feels like either Ramones or The Clash. No, not even close.
No. Well, I mean, hey, not close, but not like crazy far away. But yeah, like not, I mean, different era. Punk rock inspired, but not punk rock.
It kind of doesn't help me because then I'm going to just say like Green Day, and that's like, oh, that's not punk rock or whatever. Kind of is, but not really, right? Isn't that what Green Day?
Kind of... Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Say the lyric again.
Load up on guns and bring your friends. It's fun to lose and to pretend. Green Day is the right era.
Ooh.
Yeah. Not the right band, but right era.
I only have like 6 bands I can name. So Blink 182, I always go with them.
No. It's
no, Graham.
It's not Blink 182. It's earlier than Blink 182.
And the reason I always say those two together was when Green Day had kind of come down and they hadn't had their resurgence, I saw them open for Blink 182.
Yeah. I
went down there. It was in Orange County. I was there with Doug Benson and Brian Posehn, and Green Day fucking blew Blink 182 off stage. I mean, I'm telling you, like,
I believe it, man.
Yeah. And Blink 182 was like, I like some of their songs. It was just like Orange County skater punk.
Yeah.
But live, they
were not. I mean, live, it's really the drummer, Travis, who's the most, talent. I mean, he kind of carries them. And
right.
The rest of it is just okay. I mean, they're basically like a borderline kind of joke band live. I mean, because they talk shit in between songs, and they're actually pretty funny dudes. Like they were doing a podcast before podcasting was really a thing.
Right.
It was just like what they did on stage. And like the older I get, the more I'm like, that's actually really funny, because they were just like dudes in their 20s just saying this outrageous shit. Like, it's like, yeah.
That was between every song. We just like, yeah, Ron wrote this song when he was like, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Taking
This song's about Mark jerking off a dog. And it's like, no, it's not. But that's he just said that. You know, like there's all these like, you know, like all these young people who like idolize them and you know, like people who are like screaming for them and stuff. And they're just like, Mark's jerking off. And it's just like, what? And yeah.
And then they just go right into their all the small things. They just go right into one of their songs. It was hilarious,
man. Totally, man. But yeah, this is not a Blink-182 song.
Okay. And we know it's not Green Day.
Nope.
I'm running out of options. But it's that same era. So we're talking like late 90s, early 2000s.
No. We're talking Green Day. We're talking further back. We're talking 90s.
90s. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, is this Tupac?
No. It's not hip hop. It's not hip hop. Yeah.
But all right, it's sort of punk rocky. Got it.
Punk rock inspired would be a fair way to describe it. But it's not punk rock.
Okay, No Doubt.
That's a valid guess actually, but no, not No Doubt.
It's not No Doubt because they don't have any revolutionary type lyrics in any of their songs.
No, I mean, well, I don't think so. But yeah, that's a good guess though. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I enjoy No Doubt.
I enjoy them too, but they're
music.
I like their stuff, but they're not going to have anything like this. Like
no. This is
take up arms, go to the streets or whatever. They're not going to have any anarchists type. Oh man. These are like I'm running out of bands from that era. So early 90s?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, this is 90s.
Okay. Nirvana.
That is correct.
Oh, yes. I don't know the song.
All right.
But okay, so it's Nirvana. So they're all kind of punk. All those grunge guys, all kind of punk rocky.
Yeah, I mean, Kurt Cobain was really into punk rock. I mean, it was his favorite, and you know, so they were definitely punk inspired. But you know, what they were doing was a little different.
Okay.
You want me to give you another line?
Yes. So I got
it's fun to lose and to pretend. She's overboard and self-assured. Oh no, I know a dirty word.
Oh man, I only know like 2 Nirvana songs.
So I'll give you a hint. It's arguably their biggest hit. I mean, I think it's fair to say like this is probably their biggest hit. The title is not in the lyrics, which is pretty common for them. That's
right.
Do, but
like Teen Spirit, they never say that. Is that the song?
Almost. On that album. What's Teen Spirit? What's the whole thing? You're like almost there. Like you almost said it. What's that title? Teen Spirit.
Here we go.
You're so close. Like you pretty much said the song. Teen Spirit. Here we go. You think that's the song? And now that was Nirvana with Teen Spirit. Here we go.
I've heard this 1,000 times. I've watched this on MTV. I don't know the full. Well, yeah, isn't it like Smells Like Teen Spirit?
Yes,
that's right. I did know it.
Teen Spirit. They got the Teen Spirit. Here we go.
Teen Spirit. Here we go.
This was Joey Motorhead with Teen Spirit. Here we go. I want to shout out to Blink-182 for inspiring this track. No, that Teen Spirit is a type of deodorant, and a friend of Kurt's and his girlfriend at the time wrote on a wall once, "Kurt smells like Teen Spirit," and he got a kick out of that, so he titled his song "Smells Like Teen Spirit." titled that song, Smells Like Teen Spirit.
And that's Here We Are Now, Entertain, right?
Yep. That's the lyrics I gave you are from the verse. Load up on guns and bring your friends. It's fun to lose and to pretend.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
She's overboard. Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, I definitely should have known that song pretty quickly. But
that's a pretty, I mean, 1991. That's, yeah. I mean, that's a
right in my wheel. Dude, that's when I was like right out of college, watching MTV a lot. Like the most I was paying attention to music and was well aware of Nirvana.
Yeah. Songs everywhere, man. All right. Good job, Graham. You got it.
Oh, right on. It's very Pearl Jam adjacent, which I know a lot about Pearl Jam, but nobody else.
Adjacent. I'll have to give you a Pearl Jam sometime, but you'll get it probably.
You never know.
That's like the one band T-shirt you have.
That is the one.
It's like the only one you have. You're just like, I have one T-shirt that doesn't have a comic book character on it. It's my Pearl Jam shirt.
Oh God, that's hilarious! And I got that when I was in Seattle watching them play.
It's appropriate.
All right, so let me. Okay. I can't remember if I've done this movie or not. All right, I'm going to do this one. I can't remember if I've done it. If I have done it, I'll get another one. We should probably write these down, but I know we won't. Okay. God, I feel like I've done this. That's the thing I love about America. Credit.
Man, I thought you were going to go Dazed and Confused. That's the thing I love about High School Girl. I was like, I know that one.
That's the thing I love about High School Girls.
Baby. Yeah.
They just stay the same age.
That's the thing I love about America. Credit. Wall Street. No. That'd be funny. Because you did do that in that case. That's the thing I love about America. Credit. I feel like, was that Tom Cruise?
No.
No. All right. I was getting Cruise vibes from that line, but no. All right. What era are we talking?
Late 80s, early 90s.
Okay. So this is, all right. That's the thing I love about America. Correct. Comedy? We talking comedy? No. 90s. Not a comedy, which kind of puts me out of the running. That's the thing I love about America. Credit. Is it like a bank heist thing?
It's not a bank heist, but you're close.
Okay. All right. I think I actually know this one. It's the thing I love about America. Credit. Not a bank heist. But it's not superhero.
Not superhero, not a bank heist, but it's
actiony.
Yeah, and it's bank heist involves cops and robbers, so it's a movie that involves that.
Cops and robbers, banky.
Not banky. It's not a bank heist, but a bank heist involves police and criminals, right? So
totally.
So does this movie.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Not a comedy.
Oh. RoboCop. Is that a comedy?
No, it's a sci-fi movie. This
Terminator.
No, it's not sci-fi. This movie is not sci-fi. It's more realistic.
Okay.
It's not a true story, but it was based on like what was going down at the time.
Oh man, is this that movie where what's his nuts? He plays the guy who robs the bank, and then he has a Al Pacino. Al Pacino robs the bank, and then he orders pizza for everybody. It's a really good movie.
That's no, that's from the 70s.
Oh shit! All right,
but
that's a good movie though.
Very good movie. That's an Oscar award-winning movie. That's
what's that movie called?
It's Dog Day Afternoon.
I like that one. I never would have gotten the title, but I would be able to describe it.
But again, not a bank robbery, Ron.
Okay.
So when I say not a bank robbery, that means
no guess, bank robberies.
Yeah, I wouldn't then guess a bank robbery.
All right. Joe Biden.
It's like when you said it's kind of punk. If you said, and I guessed.
Well, then you guessed Blink-182.
Well, I don't know genres, but I know.
Well, I don't either. I don't either. Like you said it's cops and robbers. And I'm like, well, then it's like a cop and a robber. It was just a dude who was like, I'm gonna do this, and then he wasn't like a professional bank robber by any means. He was
still banks. It's still
there's still bank. No, I get it. I get it. It's just where do we draw that line?
At a bank. That's where
bank. No bank. There was no
robbing a bank.
There was no scene at a bank. It's just bank-free movie. The only bank involved was the bank that financed it because movies cost a lot of money.
Yes.
But man,
but it involved...
Give me another line. Give me another line.
Her Mexican mama's going to cut your dick off.
Oh, damn. Okay. That doesn't... Yeah, I have no idea. Her Mexican mama's going to... That's what I think I love about America. Credit. Based on a true story, but...
No. Not Ron.
I thought you said it was based on a true story.
No. I said it's not based on a true story, but it was reflective of events that were happening.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But not a true story. Just like
not true story. Just like
commenting on.
So it was just like based on banks, but not a real bank.
No banks. No banks. I mean, do they drive by a bank in this movie? Maybe, but literally, there's no bank robbing. There's nobody working at a bank. There's literally, but there are police and there are criminals.
Criminals. Okay. Police. Criminals.
It's falling down adjacent.
Oh, no shit. All right. So cops and bad guys, criminals, 90s, reflective of the times.
Might be late 80s.
Late 80s, okay.
Late 80s, early 90s. I think more late 80s, if I'm not mistaken.
And not superhero, but a little bit of action-y.
Crime drama.
Crime drama. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Geesh.
So, falling down took place in what city?
Los Angeles.
Yes. So
LA. Oh wait. So is that LA? Shit. I thought I was onto something with Beverly Hills Cop. So LA's involved here.
It takes place in Los Angeles.
Takes place in Los Angeles.
Involving LAPD.
Okay. LAPD 911.
Boy, no one even in the chat is getting this. Like, this movie was pretty
well,
big
apparently not. If no one in the chat is getting it, this one's not on me for a change. All right, so big at the time. Chat's not feeling it. Cops are involved. No banks. Los Angeles.
It had a all-star cast. All right, don't
All-star
look at the chat because I think some people might be getting it.
People are getting it.
So it had an all-star cast, and it was the director was like a big name actor that was like directing.
Okay. Los Angeles police are involved. Crime drama.
What was going on, and what was heavily going on in Los Angeles in the late 80s, early 90s, like real time, real heavy.
Like a lot. I mean, that was like around Rodney King and stuff, or close to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
but it wasn't like an event like that. It was just like there was a
yeah.
What was happening?
Like riots and stuff like that. There was a lot of unrest and
well, there was a lot of crime.
Okay. So Crime Diary. that
LA like Crimes Time.
LA Crime Diary.
LA No Bank Robbery Crime Story.
CSA 1988, the movie. Is that it? Or CSI, I meant. 1988, the movie.
No, I want to know what CSI is. Criminal.
Isn't that what it's called? CSI or whatever? Yeah, Criminal Science Investigation, or whatever the hell they call it.
Yeah.
I don't watch it. I'm not gonna get this one, I'm pretty sure. LAPD.
How about this? There was a popular song that was like the theme song of the movie. Do you want a line from that song?
Sure, that might help.
I am a nightmare walking, psychopath talking.
I don't even know that song. Shit. Barracuda. That's not even the song. I'm just like, oh wait, what's that? No, wait, that would be sci-fi. That wouldn't be it. I was thinking like Dead in LA or Lost in LA, whatever that movie was called. Walking in LA. The Hills Have Eyes.
I can't even, like, you've gone so far away. I don't even know what to say to get you back because you're just like,
I don't think I'm gonna get this one.
LA Zombie Bank Heist. Like
LA Zombie Bank Heist, the movie. Cops, the movie part 1. Is it Cops? Did they make a movie out of Cops?
It's a one-word title.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm.
Crime.
Ooh.
Is that close?
Very.
Guns.
You're just going to do bullets, handcuffs. You're just going to list them all? Nightstick.
Investigation. Detective Inc. Detective.
That's 2 words.
Crime. No. Mystery. It's one word? Like, what the? That could be anything. And it's about like police. Beat. Officer.
Well, other side of police.
Tracks. Other side.
What would you say?
Tracks. Other side of the tracks.
No, but
other side of police, you said.
Sure.
Criminal.
Oh, very close.
Bandit. Bad guy. Robber. Mastermind.
All right, I'm going to give you some. Okay, this is insane. I'm going to give you some. The name of the song that was written by, I believe, Ice-T, is the name of the movie as well.
Oh shit! I should know this then, but I freaking don't. NWA?
No, that's the name of the group. This is the name of the song, was the name of the movie. So Ice-T did this.
Cop Killer?
You're very close. I mean, that's in the genre. I mean, that's Ice-T. That was he had another big hit that was because of this movie.
Oh fuck! I should know this, and I'm still not like Murder Inc., Cop Killer, Gangster.
Close.
Really? Fuck.
Yeah. Do you want the name of some actors in it?
That wouldn't help at this point. I mean, Gang Face Killer. I should know this because I mean I'm not super fluent in Ice-T's music, but if it's an obvious one, I should know it. And I'm just like,
yes, it is an obvious one.
Killer, crime person. Fuck, I don't know.
So, all right, I'm going to just spoon feed this to you. There, in LA in this era, there were two gangs.
Crips and Bloods.
Yes.
And that's the Crips, Bloods.
Close.
Gangland. Gangs.
Close.
What else? All right. So there's
what did they wear?
Bandanas. Blue hoods. Hood.
Man.
Is that it?
No, it's so close. You're like dancing around it.
Jeans. I mean, what?
All right. What differentiated the two gangs?
The bandanas, the red and the blue ones. Right?
Which are
beanies. Bandanas. Hats. Beanie hats. Turf gang.
You're saying everything but this thing.
How is it? What else do you call that? Beanie? No. Okay. Hat, cap, bandana, red bandana, blue bandana, gang colors.
You said it. You said one extra word.
Colors.
Yes.
Gang. Oh, that's the name of the movie?
Stop talking. You got it right. Colors.
That's the name of the movie? I didn't know that was a movie.
This is directed by Dennis Hopper. It starred Sean Penn and Robert Duvall. Ice-T wrote the song, Colors, Colors. I am a nightmare walking, psychopath talking, king of my jungle, just a gangster walking. That was the song.
I guess all of those words.
All of them.
I threw all of those words out there.
Every word. You said every single word except colors. And then you said gang colors. And I was like, it was, there's a scene.
Gang colors, here we go. That's my final guess.
Gang spirit, let's get ready.
Gang spirit, let's go.
Here we go. Here we go, gang spirit.
Yeah.
Gang colors.
Here we go, gang spirit. I didn't know that was the title of a movie.
I'll
add it to my list.
It was significant because the gang problem in LA was really bad. It was the red versus blue. So it was all about these two colors. And Robert Duvall played the old cop. Sean Penn played the young rookie cop. And and even Forrest Whitaker I can't remember, but Damon Wayans is in it. It was, and when it came out, it was like big. It was like all these movies were like, we're going to talk about, there was this whole series of movies in the late 80s, early 90s.
These were all movies I was not allowed to see because I was too young to see them. So these are like movies that like were before I would be of movie watching age.
Well, this is why I'm a movie buff. Is I should not have been allowed to watch movies like Dog Day Afternoon and The Deer Hunter when I was a kid in the 70s, but my parents didn't give a shit. So I watched all these movies that I shouldn't have watched. Yeah.
See, I didn't get, I mean, my parents weren't like super strict, but they were, yeah, they were like, hey, we're not going to take you to see Colors. Like they would have made that call. Like I wasn't going to see that.
Yeah, it was. Man,
they're like, it's family night. Should we do the Ninja Turtles or this thing about gangs in LA? And although, hey, in Ninja Turtles, that's kind of part of that too. But
even Annabelle said it was big in Australia as well. It was so when it came out, it was on the news. Everyone was like talking about it. It was that whole, and Ice-T, doing the lead song was like controversial. Are these movies glorifying gang violence, or are they talking about the issues? And, so there was all those movies that came out in that era. John Singleton's movie and all this stuff. And then there was parody movies that came out on top of them. High School High and
No, that's something I've seen.
Right.
I've seen High School High. That was later. That was like mid-90s, right?
Yeah. That was after they'd all come out.
That was a pretty bad movie.
Yep.
I saw that movie. Oh, are you?
Yeah, I
always thought the extras carried that movie. When I saw it, that was my takeaway. I was like, the extras really knocked it out of the park here. They really made it. Were you one of the bad kids?
No, I was a cop. They dressed up as
a cop.
Yeah, in the last scene of the movie where they all like come into this nightclub or something, and all these cops come pouring in. I'm one of the cops. I don't even think you can see me in the movie, but it was one of those things like new to LA, and just signed up with the extra agencies.
Oh yeah,
and of course. Started taking acting classes, and so I'm doing this intense Meisner acting, and then like, here's your gig, is just like action, and then run in and make sure you're not seen, and like hide behind these guys. They just wanted a bunch of guys in cop uniforms, and we were shooting it at this restaurant. I forget that was going. It was out of business, but it was just being used as like a location, and went across the street on the lunch break to go to like. There was something across the street, a CVS or a Safeway or something like that. I can't remember. And I remember walking across the street in my police uniform and everyone treating me differently. Stopping.
Oh, wow.
It was crazy. And I was like, wow. And everyone was like, hi, how are you? Opening the, like everyone. And I like, didn't have a gun on. I had a belt on, but not even.
Everyone always says that the belt cops are nicer. They're like, if you find a belt cop, they're a little.
I remember I was like trying to cross the street and cars stopped because I wasn't in a crosswalk, and people were just like stopping for me. And I was like, wow, it was such a crazy experience. And then I was on a big set, like John Lovitz was in it, and Hart Blockner or whatever his name is, who was from Die Hard, was directing it. And I remember he was kind of a crybaby on the set. And the first AD was always like, everybody listen to Hart. And he was like, I'm trying to get this scene. And I remember just being like, dude, this is a wacky comedy. Why are you all like thinking to myself, like, yeah. And it was just like trying to get the second AD to give us overtime. It was just, and it was like, it was to that extra thing of like, it's lunchtime and here's this awesome catered meal. And they're like, no extras. You go over to these like box lunches, that have like dog biscuits in them or whatever.
Man, I was an extra. When I lived in Nashville, it was when the TV show Nashville was still on the air. So you could always get like a gig being a concert extra. And they actually fed us really freaking well, dude. I mean, it was nice. Like, you didn't get paid much, but you were fed really well, and you only had to like work for a couple minutes. You just had to pretend to enjoy, not so great music. I remember it blew my mind because the one girl who was like one of the stars, it wasn't Connie Britton, but it was one of the other ones. She was, playing a musician, but it's obvious she was not a musician, or at least she did not play guitar. because she would use her finger to like just strum the guitar, and she like cut her finger on the strings. And I remember seeing it, and I was just like feeling pain watching her, because she was like just strumming down hard on this guitar, and she was like bleeding on the guitar. And I'm like, dude, nobody took 2 minutes to show her how to hold a guitar pick and just, I mean, you can show somebody how to do that and make it look like they're actually playing. Like, why did they, if they film her actually playing, the audience is going to see like this, the viewers are going to see like this blood on guitar strings and her just like hammering away on it with her finger. Yeah, like it looked painful. I felt bad for her. And I'm like, why doesn't someone show her what to do? But I was not the director. I was just a concert extra.
Well, that's the thing. Some of the extra gigs, it was great. You'd work like a half day, get a really good meal, and you'd get like, you know, $80 or something and be like, all right, cool, you know. But some of them, I remember I did Space Jam. Space Jam was awful. They gave us box lunches with the LA, the old sports arena is where we shot that. I remember like going and hiding. I was like, oh, I hate this. But some of the
you weren't stoked to be in Space Jam?
No, it's weird.
You weren't like, this is it.
Yeah.
Where is the president of show business? Surely hanging out on this Space Jam set. Did you get to see MJ?
No, it wasn't even. I did it because I was a Bulls fan. I was like, oh, and we didn't even get to see him, and we didn't. It was none of that. It was
what about Bugs? Was he hanging out? Was he walking around?
I met Bugs at the craft service table.
How tall is he in person?
He's actually a lot taller.
That doesn't surprise me.
He's like 6'4".
That's why he was one of the better guys on that team.
That's what he was.
He held it together.
Well, he got a D1 scholarship. I don't know if you know that about Bugs. He played D1 ball.
Yeah, he played for Duke. I'm pretty sure. Him and the coach didn't get along.
He played for Duke. He got recruited out of high school for Duke.
He got recruited out of the high school for Duke, and then he could have gone NBA, but he's like, no, I got this thing. I'm going to be a cartoon.
Yeah, he decided to go that whole Looney Tunes, but Looney Tunes back then paid better. So
they thought he was crazy, but I mean, yeah, it worked out for him. But he's still bitter towards the Duke guy. That guy who
Krzyzewski.
Yeah,
Mike Krzyzewski.
That's right. He's still bitter towards Krzyzewski. He's like, dude, he really didn't. He didn't prepare us for NBA careers, and that's part of the reason I decided against it. And so
yeah, he was mad. A lot of guys that came out that way.
We'll bury the hatchet.
Just let it go, Bugs.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you both have done fine. I mean, Krzyzewski's just doing his thing. I mean, I think he retired, didn't he? So he's just hanging out.
Yeah,
and
cool.
And Bugs is also, I think, semi-retired. So you should know this.
You should know the Bugs Bunny basketball
colors
career.
To high school high to Space Jam. You're bringing the A-listers. This would be like if I'm like, hey, the correct answer was Nirvana, but let's talk a little Nickelback now. Now that we covered, let's talk a little.
Pretty much.
What are your thoughts on? You know, I was an extra for Creed, and they just in the front row. There's people pretending to enjoy the music. They need that still, and I was one of them.
Oh yeah, Nickelback and Creed is basically the high school high and Space Jam of music.
That's accurate.
Well, that's our show, everybody. That's another exciting round of You Should Know This. As part of Anything Can Happen, Ron, tell people where they can find you online.
Well, if I can mention too real quick, ironically enough, I actually just had a movie trailer drop myself, and Kate's going to drop the GoFundMe link in the chat. I just made a movie trailer. I wrote a movie about it's a movie about Wall Street, actually, and it's about the games. It's based on the GameStop thing that happened, but it's a fictional story between two brothers, and I'm in it. And Gareth Reynolds is playing my brother from the Dollop, and it was also been on this show. So the trailer for that just dropped. Should have some more news soon. And if you are interested, please check it out. And if you think, hey, I really want to make sure this movie gets made, please consider a contribution. And we have a lot of perks for people who contribute. So, check that out. And also, we got tour dates. Graham Elwood and myself Check out ronplacone.com and grahamelwood.com for all those dates. We can't wait to get back out on the road and see everybody.
Yes. I've seen the trailer. It's funny. Gareth is funny. Ron's funny. It's a cool premise. So here, I'm going to put this. Kate just put it up in the chat. I'm going to post it to the page right there. So check that out. And then go to ronplacone.com or grahamelwood.com for tour dates starting next month. We're very close, 4 weeks away.
Yep.
All right, dude. Well, thanks for doing the show. And we will see you next week.
All right, Graham. See you later.
Later. Hey, everybody, it's Graham Elwood. We are going on the road, Ron Placone and I, in September and October. Check grahamelwood.com for tour dates, probably coming to a city near you. A lot of these shows have sold out in the past. We haven't been on the road in a year and a half because of the pandemic. Come out and join us. The post-pandemic comedy tour. Go to grahamelwood.com for tickets. New cities being announced every day. Join us. And support what we do at patreon.com/GrahamElwood and rockfin.com/GrahamElwood. Blockchain cryptocurrency platform. Thank you. You're making Gotham great again. Boom.